Amazon selling dangerous goods? I want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
The latest issue of many is an issue with a 3-prong male-to-male extension cord meant for generators. This product is very unsafe. When plugged into a generator or outlet, the opposite end has live electricity, posing risk of electrocution. When plugged into, additionally, the flow of power in the reverse direction can circumvent safety features of the home's electrical system and start a fire. The cable is also very short, which means the generator would be close to the home, increasing risk of carbon monoxide poisoning. People call them suicide cords. What a great name. Also, that note about increasing risk of carbon monoxide poisoning is very interesting because in July of 2021, Amazon was sued by a U.S. product safety agency over dangerous items, including a carbon monoxide detector that fails to alarm. So you can get the Wombo combo. You can get the increase in carbon monoxide poisoning and the chance that your carbon monoxide detector won't work. Awesome. Also, they used to sell flammable children's pajamas, hair dryers that could electrocute you if dropped in water, and they stated that Amazon is responsible for third-party sellers.
Oh, wow.
Amazon Basics products have been known to fail spectacularly as well. There are examples included in the article, including pictures. Is that
It's
an
a
Ethernet
lightning
cable?
cable.
Oh, it's a lightning cable. Wow.
Whoops.
That's a heck of a thing. In 2017, a USB cable caught on fire. In 2019, a charger caught on fire as soon as it was plugged into a car. That's, wow.
Yikes.
In 2019, a microwave caught on fire and almost burnt a house down. Microwaves are powerful. They're a heck of a thing. The microwave was analyzed by the University of Maryland's Center for Advanced Life Cycle Engineering and was found that the heat... That's a... What a name. And was found that the heating device on the inside was the cause of the fire, acting as if someone put tinfoil inside of it. In 2019, an Amazon Basics surge protector caught fire with a single phone charger plugged into the device, unused at the time of the incident.
Yikes.
Woo!
Now, to be clear, you sell enough hundreds of thousands of products, eventually you're going to have a couple defects. But the main reason that I wanted to bring this up was because I felt like it opened up a deeper conversation about how consumer protection has changed in the move from retail to online. There is essentially zero barrier to entry for some random to produce some random product and start selling it to any random person, regardless of which jurisdiction they live in, what their level of technical expertise is, like whether they're qualified to use the product. And, I'm trying to think, like, would I have even had access to buy something as dangerous as that male-to-male power cord when I was 15?
There's two things in Flowplane chat that I think are pretty good. Jerry Rigged says there's a huge difference between defective product and inherently dangerous one by design. Absolutely, defective products happen. That's a thing. But
inherently dangerous is really bad, and that was really the main thing that I had wanted to discuss here, was that there is comparatively nothing standing between, because at least with like a retailer, they have to be the first line, right? When something goes wrong, when a customer gets mad and comes and complains about a problem, they have to deal with it. Whereas Amazon has this level of abstraction with these third-party sellers, and they're not the only one. Anyone that takes a marketplace approach to third-party products that are available on their site has this this shield in front of them that's like, oh well, I mean, we didn't sell that, we just had the listing. Yeah, we'll take it down, but they're not doing, and they're not being forced to do the due diligence that I feel like a brick and mortar retailer would just inherently have to do.
Oh yeah, definitely. 100%. Yep.
And not even just have to do, that would just inherently do.
And you
wouldn't put something on the shelf without like looking at it first, because shelf space is valuable.
You see this on a lot of products too, where they're just riddled with lies. I used to rant about this all the time, and then I'm not going to name who made the video, but I watched a video from us fairly recently that was really bad about this, in my opinion. But saying that things are, for instance, I don't remember if this is how it was said in the video, but waterproof. is like not a thing.
Yeah, waterproof is stupid.
Yeah, I don't remember which one, but it was something like that. It was like waterproof or fireproof or something that was
Oh.
mentioned in our video.
Did we say something was waterproof?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, it was definitely waterproof. I'm remembering the video now.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
did I host it?
No.
Okay, I'll talk to the team because I'm like even in okay, so Vessi, longtime sponsor of ours, love Vessi. Their talking points say waterproof, and I always when I do the read, I always change it to water resistant because
Yeah.
and I've told them like I'm not going to say that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Nothing is waterproof. Water will literally cut a path through stone. Nothing is waterproof. And that's fine.
If you give it enough time,
Yeah, water will you up, son.
it'll find a way.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of products. I don't remember who the video is from. I wish I did because it was actually really good. But the one of them that I saw recently was flashlights. There's a bunch of product categories on Amazon where it's just filled with lies. And I'll give a
45,000 lumens. No, it isn't.
for some crazy duration. And I'll give a +1 to Anchor here because they pointed out Anchor flashlights, and I'm sure there are other ones too. But it looks bad on Amazon. Anchor's flashlight looks bad because it doesn't last as long and it's
Yep.
not as bright. But then the claims about lasting a certain amount of time and being a certain amount of brightness are just categorically false. And then Anchors were actually accurate.
Yeah.
And it's super
it's not fair.
frustrating because you're hurting these brands that are actually trying to be real with their information.
It's like
that are
if we
actually-
said our 64-ounce water bottle will keep your drink ice cold for 23 days.
Yeah.
No, it
And then
won't.
and then it creates this arms race of lying,
Yeah.
which is just not good. And like they should, in my opinion, have to crack down on stuff like that
Like
properly.
they should be responsible for the information on the site, you're
Yeah.
saying. And
And you know that they don't because it's not just flashlights.
oh no, it's everything.
It's like everything.
It's everything. I mean, we went through this with dash cams.
Yeah.
Dash cams are one of those categories where until we made that video, I would have had absolutely no idea what to buy. In fact, I tried, which is why we made that video.
Yeah.
There's another comment in Floatplane chat from Jaden. Power cables on Amazon is a huge problem in general. Some of the most popular ones are so thin that they could safely carry basically zero power.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Um,
I recently watched a review of extension cords because I was sketched out about that essentially.
yeah.
Because I was like, this actually seems like something that could be sketchy if you want it to go for a pretty long distance and you want to send a pretty decent amount of power through it. Like I need to find something that can do this properly and that I actually believe is saying the right information. Because I don't believe things on product pages anymore because of basically Amazon, because it's creeping to other sites now too. Because people are like, well,
Amazon doesn't do it.
Amazon doesn't do it properly and we have to compete with Amazon, so we're just going to lie too, which is just horrible. Hate it.
Narissus says, can't wait for the lab to start testing this kind of misleading marketing. Yeah, honestly, looking at how underserved the public is
Absolutely.
in just like areas I didn't even think about. Like I'm sorry, I didn't consider extension cords. I didn't.
Yeah.
I think
But it can be sketch. If you're served something that's just junk,
our
that's
lab
dangerous.
could be 3 times the size tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we would run out of space if we wanted to try to do everything that I'm looking at going, this needs to be tested. Someone needs to do this.
Yeah.
So
There's some, I don't know, I don't really want to talk about it, but there's actually some really cool stuff currently being tested at the lab that I know about.
You don't want to
And
talk about
we
it?
didn't have a meeting this week,
What?
so I don't know if you do.
I don't think I know. What's going on?
You might, but I
Well,
don't know.
Are you able to tell me or?
Nope,
Wait, why?
not right now.
What the hell?
We're live on the show.
Well, that's stupid.